Antibiotics, I've gone on record saying that antibiotics will go down as the worst medical blunder in human history. Now, as I say that, do not, put me on the cross and destroy me. I'm saying that because we have to know how to use antibiotics intelligently. In an acute emergency situation, yes, it may save a life, but I'm talking about the chronic repetitive use of antibiotics that are in all the animal feedlots in this country today. I don't care if it's organic, I don't care if it says no antibiotics used. By FDA law, every farm animal is injected with this garbage. And so we're being inundated by these antibiotics. Now, the word antibiotic, anti against, bio life. Just the word alone is telling you it's against life, antibiotic. That alone should set off red flags. So we have to learn how to build our immune system up, to not depend on an antibiotic when our fever is 101 or we have a chronic infection and we keep taking the same antibiotic and the same infection keeps recurring year after year after year. When you look at the human organism, let's say, for example, we're 100 trillion cells. What we don't realize is we're 10 times more bacteria than we are cells, meaning you are bacteria. So we have to establish healthy bacteria through healthy practices, through real health practices that promote a better gut terrain, that promote better mineralization. So we don't need to rely on an antibiotic. But then you also have to understand, when we take an antibiotic, it's also messing with the mineral system, specifically copper and zinc. So all the antibiotics that we've taken through the years, whether prescribed, whether through the foods, whether through the xenobiotics in our environment, this has caused our copper and zinc to become disbalanced. When you have copper and zinc disbalance, you don't have an immune system. When you think of the first pesticide ever used in society was the Bordeaux mixture. The Bordeaux mixture was what the French sprayed on their grapes. Their billion-dollar crop was the wine, the grapes. So they sprayed the Bordeaux mixture. The Bordeaux mixture was copper, sulfur, and lime, not the fruit. And so the copper, because of its sticky quality, the fungus would stick to the copper and the sulfur and the lime would eat the fungus while preserving the grape. So we understand that these minerals become some of the best antimicrobials, and when we start to employ the antibiotics, we're destroying our zinc, we're destroying our copper, so we take away the innate intelligence of the body to really have an immune system. So again, like I said, there's a place to use an antibiotic, but in my mind, 99% of the time, it should not be utilized. And that's where I think this myopia with antibiotic, the greatest cure since, the beginning of time, we put it on the pedestal. We're going to have to rip it off the pedestal, and we're going to have to come back to real sound principles of healing, because this antibiotic nonsense has caused a wave of chronicity that we see plaguing our culture, leading to all our autoimmune diseases and then to the more pernicious cancers and brain diseases.